Welcome to the Investing Podcast presented by Tusk Media. The final bell has rung and the market is now closed. So let's move on to an audio and video recap with the Investing Happy Hour.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Investing Podcast, Thursday, August 11th, 2016. The Investing Happy Hour, special shout out to our double live viewers, Periscope and Facebook Live going on today. Welcome to you guys. We do this every Thursday. We say at 4:15, but it's usually around 4:30. So welcome to our time zone. We're on our own time schedule here at Tusk Media. I'm Andrew Hall. Joining me every afternoon for season 2 at least, the unit, Mr. Matthew Krebsbach. Krebs, what's up?
Not much. How's your day going? How did it go?
It was a good day. It felt like it just kind of flew by.
It was a fast day.
Really fast day. Got up at 4:25, went to the gym.
That's almost 4:20.
Yeah, almost a little wake and bake. We did do wake and bake. We did do wake and bake this morning on the podcast, though. I don't know if you noticed that. That was actually a topic today. This afternoon, we're just talking drugs. Got a good lift on with Scotty. Went to Kennesaw Mountain, ran the mountain.
No Pokemon Go though?
Came in, no Pokemon. I have quit Pokemon. That's the big development of the week, probably.
You should have made that a whole.
Yeah, that's actually going to be its own long form solo pod.
You should do that.
But yeah, it was like the day just flew. I felt like everything kept getting pushed back. I couldn't get anything done. So yeah, I mean, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was a day. Let's jump in. Let's talk about the market. Market also had a day. Dow closed up 64 basis points, so almost 2/3%. The S&P up 47 bips. NASDAQ up 46, global Dow up 41 basis points. Gold had to keep us out of the greengasm territory. Gold was negative, down 63 basis points. Oil, strong run today, 4% gain. We've been talking a lot about oil around here, but closed above 43.35. It was at 43.38. A little trivia for you today. This is the first time since 1999 that all 3 major U.S. indices closed at record highs. So how about that? And if
what happened last time?
Yeah, 1999 into 2000 was solid investing right there.
I mean, I don't remember it. But
all those dot-coms really panned out well. So could have another Y2K coming at us. We'll have to get bunkers ready here at the end. We kind of actually are in a bunker. Got foam protection around us, all that good stuff. So interesting day for the market again. Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ all closed at record highs. So just marching on. Talking drugs. We did wake and bake this morning. We talked about the DEA and scheduled drugs. What the schedule means, as a recap, marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug, which basically means that it's addictive and highly likely to be abused and offers no recognized medical value. The DEA has spent several years reviewing those claims as to where this drug belongs in the schedule, and that matters from an investing standpoint just because marijuana is very much a budding industry. Yeah, see what I did there? So that matters to a lot of people in terms of how is this going to be scheduled. Obviously, if they were to move it down on the schedule, that would help, presumably, states get this legalized, help businesses start to sell it. Still would be regulation. They could have also straight up descheduled it, basically said, nah, marijuana is whatever. We don't care anymore. They decided to leave it exactly the same.
Maybe you don't know this, but would that have changed anything, like the decriminalization of it? Would that have changed anything?
I think it would have been a strong case for the decriminalization, because all of a sudden people have said, hey, even the Drug Enforcement Agency, whose job is to make things illegal and enforce them, says this isn't a big deal.
But that would have been a thing that would lead to that, not necessarily mean that.
Right. It wouldn't equate to decriminalization, but it certainly would have supported that case. But of note, I mean, this basically means marijuana in terms of schedule and classification is on the same playing field as heroin. So there you go. This has been Talking Drugs. Moving on, stocks. That's what we decided to call this. We came down to stocks, big box stocks. Something else.
I had Boxing Day.
Boxing Day and stores white people like. So
yeah, that was good. I like
so
that.
Macy's, Kohl's, Ralph Lauren, Nordstrom. Crazy day. Macy's up 17%, Kohl's up 16%, Ralph Lauren up 5%. We actually talked about them even yesterday. And Nordstrom up more than 11%. Any thoughts on all these bad boys? I know you're a fan of Kohl's.
I do like Kohl's. I mean, with the amount of bad buys I've had in the past week, it was nice to get one right.
Yeah, so Krebsbach bought some Kohl's. Feeling good about that, obviously, being up 16%. We also feel good about, we talked about this yesterday on the podcast, the orbital positions. We're actually up about 10% on some of our orbital positions. We're also down like more than 10% on some of them as well. So, hey, past performance does not guarantee future results.
Average down, baby.
Yeah, hey, it's basically a neutral unless you're one of those clients that got it earlier. So not a great day for everything, but obviously the stores that white people like had a really strong day, and the markets had a strong day in general. Flow Rida, you want to talk about FLO a little bit? Ticker FLO.
Yeah, before that though, did you know if you put it together, it's Florida?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I'm aware.
He's a good rapper too.
Great rapper. one of the best. One of the best.
Yeah, so Flowers Foods is like a small food distributor. They only make bread, wheat bread, and they just got into gluten bread. But they reported their earnings yesterday, and then their truckers, like their distributors, filed a lawsuit against them, saying that they're employees of the company instead of private contractors, so they get I don't know, all those benefits like health insurance and all that stuff, and
they haven't been.
They haven't been. So like, there could be a huge lawsuit.
And we saw this.
Dollar-wise.
You were saying with FedEx, is that right?
Yeah, those I guess drivers filed the same thing, and it was, I guess the end result was like a $200 million penalty, which to FedEx isn't that big.
But for something like Flower Foods,
yeah, that'd be huge.
Could be an issue.
I think the market cap's like $3 billion.
So let me ask you this: you mentioned gluten. Where do you stand on gluten? I'm super pro gluten, big gluten apologist.
I don't have much of a stance on gluten.
Very in favor of it. I mean, nobody's had a worse decade than gluten, and I think it's, I'm buying gluten stock for sure.
Do you like the gluten food though? Like,
I like just straight gluten. I would inject myself with gluten if I could.
Well, like
it kind of looks like
mean,
I have. I'm not the
you're-
most fit person.
You're liking those shakes? You just have.
Those are actually,
gluten-free.
yeah. My protein shakes are actually gluten free, so I really make
Okay.
up for it when I get home. I just eat bread and crackers and stuff like that. So try to kind of keep that on a good balance. And this is actually a can of gluten. It's the Monster Gluten series, so kind of a limited edition. Olympics, that's what everybody's here for. The Investing Podcast is the official investing podcast of the 2016 Olympics. Happy to talk about it. We've got a quick medal count update. USA bumping up to 12, one shy of a baker's dozen. A full count of my dozen. China 10, Japan 6, Australia 5, Hungary 5. If these numbers look low on the medal count, it's because we only count medals that were won. You don't win second place, you lose first. You don't win a bronze medal, you lose a gold medal. So we only count the wins. USA could just run away with this thing, man. What are you thinking? What are you watching? What are you enjoying? What are you not watching? Any storylines that are intriguing to you?
I just want Italy to come back. At least, I mean, they were in there. They were
Pro-
like the top 5
pro
before.
Italy.
I'm pro Italy.
I mean, if you're like in Italy, I think I'm gonna really ride Hungary. Ride or die
get in there.
Ride or die with Hungary. I can't believe Hungary is the best at 5 things. That kind of blows my mind. Swimming, lots going on. We got Phelps and Lochte in the 200 IM final tonight. Should be fun. We talked a little bit about that this morning. You know, I've talked about Lily King, the most unlikable American gold medalist of our generation. No one talking about Lily today after
I didn't watch it last night.
she pooped her swimsuit and finished last in her heat.
Gross.
No one's talking about it. Meanwhile, the person who Lily accused of drug cheating advanced to the finals. Interesting little rivalry there. We'll see
You're
what
pretty
happens.
fond of her too, right?
Big fan of Yulia, Team Yulia all the way. Efimova. I was trying to write a cool joke about that, and the only thing I could come up with was why was, I don't know what the title of the guy would be, but why would the drug commissioner of the Olympics be mad at Yulia? Because she Efimova. Yeah, see what see what I did there? So Efimova, very, very in favor of her. Again, we want Americans to win everything. Hopefully she's a close second. Anything else you're watching? Anything you want to watch more of?
I'm kind of getting jacked for the track and field stuff.
Track and field's fun.
You've seen both sides in it, right?
No, he is. I think
He is?
I might be wrong. I don't fact check. I'm pretty sure he's still there. Pretty sure he's running.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty jacked for that. That'd be sweet.
You got him, and then you have Justin Gatlin, the sprinter. I think it's Justin Gatlin, or I might just be slandering Justin Gatlin right now. Justin Gatlin's definitely in the Olympics. He's definitely a sprinter, but he had like a 6-year ban for steroids, and which makes you sprinting's a sport that older athletes are usually not great at.
Right.
and now he's somehow mysteriously incredibly old to be as fast as he is, coming off a 6-year steroid ban or something
Where's
like
he
that.
from?
He's a U.S. guy, so I'm for him. I mean, I'm pro steroids, pro America.
Is that the guy that Lily King like called out like when someone asked like, do you or should this guy be in the Olympics?
Probably.
Too? Was that the guy?
Probably. Lily King just continuing
bringing
to,
her up again.
Yeah, I mean, the theme here for Lily King is that she doesn't believe in science. You know, if you actually do something to improve yourself that involves any kind of science or medicine or anything modern, and you're able to do it in a way that's not deemed cheating by the governing board, she's not buying it. So Lily King, really not a fan. Not a fan. Anything else? Anything Olympiad-wise? Anything?
I don't think so.
That's it. Yeah, I'm excited about track and field. It'll be fun. Track and field's another one of those because it's like, when else are you going to watch hammer throw?
Yeah, exactly.
And javelin, things like that.
Straight up 100-meter dash.
Yeah, 100-meter dash.
I watch that pretty often.
John Holt, our compliance officer, actually does the javelin a couple times a month. It seems like you'll see him out in the parking lot throwing the pole. But other than that,
I've seen him.
Yeah. Other than that, you don't get to see it a whole lot. Definitely not on TV. But that's it. That's the Investing Podcast. We'll be back tomorrow for the morning market Ben Mosa with Ben Nye. We'll check in at lunchtime. We missed it today, but we're going to get Sam Frost here for lunchtime. Maybe do an onion ring taste test, something like that. Have a little fun with it since Friday. We won't be here in the afternoon tomorrow because we usually take off before we do the podcast. Mentally.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Crowsbox trying to leave work early. We don't literally leave, but we usually leave off that podcast. Thanks to everybody for being here. Hit a 5-star review for us on iTunes. Greatly appreciate it. You can type in Tusk Media. You will find both our audio and video podcasts. If you're on YouTube, please hit subscribe. We need to get to 100 subscribers so that we can get a custom YouTube channel. So instead of typing in youtube.com/user/ID/ a bunch of numbers and letters, we can actually have youtube.com/tuskmedia when we get 100 subscribers. So hit subscribe there. I think we're at like 30-ish, something like that. Yeah, we're not very close, but do that. If you're on Facebook, share our videos. If you're on Twitter, share our Periscopes. And thanks to everybody for being here. Y'all have a great night.
Tusk Media is a subsidiary of Narwhal Capital Management. Ratings and reviews of Tusk Media content are not to be construed as endorsements of opinions, analysis, or services offered by Tusk or its parent company. The opinions and predictions shared here are our professional beliefs at the time of publication. We are not under duress from any of the corporate entities mentioned. This is not a solicitation to take any particular action. Although we are investment advisors, this information should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. We strive to be as impartial, insightful, and accurate as possible. We base our opinions, analysis, and calculations on information we believe to be reliable, but we cannot guarantee its accuracy. We can, however, guarantee that our opinions will sometimes be flat out wrong due to a variety of factors. Employees and clients of Narwhal Capital Management may or may not hold positions in the securities detailed and may or may not hold these positions in the future. A full list of all securities purchased, sold, or held during the 12 months preceding the date of this publication can be provided upon request. Unless otherwise noted, all data accessed via MarketWatch or the Bloomberg terminal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. A copy of Narwhal's Form ADV is available at the SEC's website, www.advisorinfo.sec.gov, or from Narwhal upon written request.